According to the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, the national unemployment rate stands at approximately 5.8%. However, when it comes to Canadians with disabilities, there's a much more grim forecast. The rate for those who have a mild disability stands at 35%, and for those Canadians with a severe disability, the rate is more than doubled at 74%, making months such as October, where we mark National Disability Employment Awareness Month, that much more important. Jonathon Shanahan is a Southwestern Ontario Regional Business Development Manager for Ageless Work Solutions, a recruiting firm in Windsor that celebrates diversity of all people. He joined me this week to provide some perspective on why months like these are so important and how we can continue to advance the need for diversity in the workforce forward. I'm Kevin McShann. Let's have this conversation. Jonathan, I want to take a few minutes to welcome you to the show, and we're excited to talk to you about National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Thanks so much for being here, and great to see you this afternoon.
It's great to see you as well. Thanks for having me. It's an honor to join you this month. What a great opportunity to bring awareness to to an amazing cause, and they need loud voices like yours, Kev.
Absolutely. Now, I'm just going to start you off by asking you to provide me some general thoughts from you about the importance about National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and just your general thoughts on why you think months like these are so important.
I think months like these are so important, mainly to bring focus to a cause that isn't talked about enough. There's not a lot of traction, a lot of activity that go into disability with employment, right? And in regards to that subject, and I think that any conversation, whether it's over a podcast or not, is important to be had, right? It's conversation that brings awareness, and awareness that brings results. So that's my thought on it.
And I know that over there at Ageless Work Solutions, you guys pride yourself on having a diverse clientele in what you serve. So talk to me about the work that you do over there at Ageless and how you hope to sort of integrate more people with disabilities into the clientele that you serve.
Yeah, absolutely. The answer really ties back. As a recruiting firm, we're well positioned to help individuals with disabilities secure employment. I see our role as more of as a role to educate employers on opportunities, both from a skill set and government funds available, and address unconscious bias in a respectful and candidate manner. Most employers aren't aware of the value a unique voice can add to their workforce, but once they're educated, they're more receptive. To persons who look or act differently from them. There's no different. The work level is going to be the same. And from a candidate point of view, our recruiters are there to help individuals with disabilities put their best foot forward, and to identify opportunities where they're a great fit, and to put them forward and present them, and present the knowledge that we have to drive inclusion. My position at Ageless has evolved. I'm now currently the Southwestern Ontario's business development manager. So in this role, I'm mostly building and growing brand awareness on how Ageless approaches our partnerships with a human touch, and that's very unique in our industry.
And congrats on the promotion, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was waiting to tell you the good news here today.
Well, no, I did my research before we met today, and I saw that you had updated your LinkedIn profile. So I was 2 steps ahead of you. But I'm also wondering your thoughts on your message to the business community about not only the importance of this month and integrating people with disabilities into the workforce, but also how do we continue the conversation once months like these are over?
I think the answer ties back to the importance of inclusion on any level, right? Any employee will have obstacle dailies. I, for one, have many, but I'm surrounded by a team that will assist me and guide me when needed or requested. That mindset needs to really be adopted more in the workforce regarding hiring people with disabilities. And once that hurdle is overcome, then we can really start to see more of an insertion. People with disabilities have overcome so many hardships, and they've developed such a strong work ethic. They're natural born problem solvers, so naturally, because of these challenges that they face daily, I feel it's an inspiration, and I would benefit from having anyone around me. To be honest with you, Kevin, I've witnessed this firsthand with coaching Special Olympics athletes. That experience gave me an opportunity to meet some of the hardest working, most genuine people that I've ever met. And you know what I mean? As I stated before, any team could benefit from a strong, inspiring work ethic and an incredibly strong, demonstrated character daily, right? So I think it's one of those situations where once we really create an opportunity to jump over that hurdle, I think it's only a matter of time before every other hurdle is jumped over as well.
Now, I'm going to give you the platform to give me your message to job seekers in the Windsor and Essex area about how they should go about searching for work and how Ageless may be able to help them.
And how Ageless can help you achieve those goals. Of course, if there's any special requests, such as a sign interpreter, for example, we're more than willing to go above and beyond. But with my experience, I don't believe we need to tailor fit any specific game plan towards helping, because at the end of the day, there isn't much difference. We're all equal. We'll adapt and help in any way possible that is requested. Always, but at the end of the day, we're all in it together, and let's accomplish a goal together.
And I'm just curious to get your thoughts on what sectors in our local economy or job market do you think there is an opportunity to infuse individuals with disabilities into it?
Well, we as the community, we definitely need more Kevin McShanns, more awareness, more growth, and more conversation, more advocates. I know at Ageless, we have recently adopted some incredible ways to being more aware and more adoptive towards that. But to answer your question, just plain and simple, we need more noise around the subject. And, me personally, Kevin, I'll always be willing to turn up the volume in a very positive and optimistic way on this subject. But I have in no way accomplished what you have volume-wise in your voice and what you've done over this month. It's truly been inspirational stuff, my friend, and I couldn't be more proud of you.
Thanks for the compliment and for the kind words. And my final question for you is, how do you think we accomplish full inclusion for individuals with disabilities in our local workforce, and then just more broadly as a society at large?
I think I think conversation, education, and really really attacking the preconceived biases that are out there. It's a situation that society needs to grow from, and it's going to be done by learned behavior, by showing and allowing people to see pure resilience and being inclusive and things along those lines to to create the community that we know is possible, and to be able to see that community in our lifetime, Kev.
Hey, and my last one for you is, if people want to get involved with Ageless to help them find work or contact you directly, how do they do that?
Absolutely. My email is always on, as I'm sure you're aware of. So you can reach me at J Shanahan. That's the letter J, SHANAHAN at Ageless, AGILUS.ca. We're all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn is big in our industry as well. Anything, websites as well. Ageless is always willing to help and to be involved, and I think that we have the opportunity to demonstrate that.
Hey, Jonathan, I want to thank you for joining me for this important discussion on this critically important month, and hopefully we can provide more avenues of inclusion for people with disabilities. So thanks very much for being here and for your time this afternoon. It's most appreciated.
Thank you very much, Kevin, and keep up what you're doing, buddy. It's great stuff.